everybody, welcome back to Midnight Rice. We're going to play some more No Man's Sky. Where we left off the last time, we had to get more parts for our ship, so we can get our ship going. I was thinking about getting the ship going and taking off out of the planet like I did on my last game when I tried to play it on my own. Really then I got spread out, and I really didn't... I didn't enjoy each planet as much as I wanted to, so I think what we're going to do is we're going to kind of do what the game wants us to do right off the bat. Because you want to start getting all your gear going, you want to scan and learn what all the rocks are and all the plants are and all a bunch of that stuff. And that gives you money for doing that. Plus it opens up, you learn more about the system. So when you land on the planets, you know what rocks are what, and it's just kind of like exploring, So you're learning the new plant life and all that other stuff. Sorry, I cannot talk today. So why don't we go ahead and get started? And what we're going to do is we're going to see if this is it. I think this is it for fixing our ship. So let's bring up our... We need a steel plate. Hopefully we have enough to make... Oh, of course we don't. Alright, so let's go get some ferrite dust. Ferrite dust. And then we'll get this ship all fixed and ready to go. That's pure ferrite. It's not going to do us any good. I think that's... Wow, that was weird. Apparently that ain't a thing. Alright, there we go. All these little things are ferrite. So we're just... Yeah, it kind of sucks. It's a little tedious in the beginning. But if you're like crafting games and survival games, I mean, it's not going to feel... It doesn't feel tedious. I mean, you feel like you're really on this planet. Alright, I think we got enough now. Let's make a steel plate. Boom. Boom. Alright. Let's get this ship on the road here. This will be like our little mobile base until we actually build something. Alright, so let's see. We gotta go to our ship here. And what were we trying to pair? Pulse engine. And I think everything's repaired. Pulse engine repaired. And we got enough... See, I want to make some more charges for this. Because like I said, every time you take off, it uses some of this up. And we definitely want to make sure we have plenty. Because we're gonna be hopping around the planet and exploring like crazy. Alright, all system functions, seek answers among the stars. So they kind of want us to take off. But honestly, I'd really love to build a base here. See if we can do any... You hit Z on the computer, and then you can build stuff. See what we need here. We need carbon nanotubes. So let's get some carbon, because we always need carbon. And I'll show you a little bit about the analyzing and stuff. The first few episodes are going to be a little bit long-winded. Because just in case you haven't played this before, I wanted to explain some of it. Because it took me quite a bit of kind of guessing to get stuff to work. And we'll get a better mining tool here eventually. But do not... I'll give you that advice, and that's kind of up how you want to play, but do not just go around collecting everything under the sun, because you are limited on space on first. Even with the freighter, I was kind of surprised how limited we were on space. So let's see, we got plenty of carbon. What were we going to build those? Nanotubes? Nanotubes. Let's build one. Alright, I don't know why we built the nanotube. Oh yeah, that's why. Okay. The nice thing about this is the limited one per location. Oh, do we already have one? Oh crap, I got the parts to build two. These things are pretty sweet. Because as you do some exploring, you'll find these little pieces. Let me see if it'll actually show it. Yeah, you're online, you'll see input data. You'll collect these navigation data pieces. And as you put them in there, it's like a bonus. You send this pulse out. And it tells you like where structures are at, or like this is how we found our broken ship. Well, you can find other broken ships doing the same thing and kind of upgrade your ship. So we'll do that. We'll eventually get to that and all that. But I honestly do want to set up a base here. But we have to kind of play through the tutorial before we can actually do that. So what we're going to do is we're going to pack our stuff up. And that should be in our inventory. Is it? Yep. So we have that in our inventory. We're going to build one of these mobile... refineries. These are going to be just like your lifeblood here, because that's how you get... Oh, I think I found a way to do the chat too. That's new. I had to rebind the key. Usually it's, if you're playing on the mouse and keyboard, it's the center mouse button. For some reason my mouse doesn't have the proper center mouse button. And always pick up out of these things too, because this will give you stuff. And then you'll see these ones here that says Atlas Pack required, or Atlas Pass. That's nothing. That's not. I thought it was a cash shop thing at first, so I was kind of upset because I do not like cash shop games. But it's not a cash shop thing. You eventually get one. You just kind of follow the storyline. So what we're gonna do is we're gonna keep following the storyline and do what it tells us to do for now. And then once we kind of get settled in and get a little bit of our stuff opened up, because we're going to constantly unlock stuff you can build and more recipes and stuff. And we don't have any of the base stuff opened up yet. So before we take off, we got enough to get off the planet once. I'm going to show you how this works. So you hold down F, and you can actually zoom it in. And see, we got 200 units just for scanning that rock. So you're just going to go around. It's kind of tedious. I'll do it off stream, so we're not going to tie up too much time here. But you're going to go around and scan everything. Every animal, every rock, everything. Because that's where you're going to get the majority of your first cash. And plus, it'll tell you, too, like... Oops. Okay. It'll kind of tell you, too, whether something hostile. And it'll give you information. This is kind of cool. Here it says, it's sprouting. The root structure is parasitic. It uses photosynthesis. It's odorless. It just tells you a little information. So much detail in every single planet. I'm just beyond amazed. And I love this game to death. I'm going to be playing this for a very, very long time. But once you study something, see, now it just automatically pops up and tells us what it is. Except for that rock. I think that rock is just in a weird spot. So let's get some pure ferrite. Because we always use ferrite, carbon, sodium, and oxygen is the one thing you do want to get a buttload of. Because you use it up like crazy. See, we have to keep charging our protection. And that uses sodium or sodium nitrate. So either one of those. Ferrite used for dang near everything. And then oxygen we find as we go too. So anytime you see an oxygen plant, which I believe are blue, and you can always do your scan by hitting C, and they'll tell you where everything's at. See, that's carbon plus. It's carbon crystals. You get a buttload of carbon from those crystals. So if you're looking for carbon, there's some O2 right there. We'll zap ourselves over here. Be careful with your jetpack, like I said last time, because you can hurt yourself pretty bad if you get too far in the air and fall. There's quite a bit of fall damage. And then NA is what you're going to look for charging up your... Unless you can find a rock with some sodium in it. Usually you can find those things. And you do want to get these two. That's what you use to make fuel to get off and keep jumping with your plane. Your spaceship, your plane. Oh, it's very late and I'm very tired. But we are going to keep going because I love this game. Alright, so we're going to follow the main quest. I got enough stuff to get us by for now. And if we don't, that's the only thing nice about this game. You never run out of... Oh, one more scanning. Sorry. And it's just... And then you'll have rare stuff that you only see every once in a while. But once you scan most of the popular items... Like, zoom this thing right here. Once you scan some of the items you see all over the place, like some of these trees and plants and stuff, you won't have to scan them again, obviously. Where's our ship? There's our ship. Alright, let's get out of here. Enough talking, enough me jabba-drawing. We're going to do what it tells. Okay, all system function, return to your ship. Let's return to our ship. And what I'm doing is I'm flying the ship with a controller. Just because for me it's easier. Now we're in our ship. And you can change view. You just bring up this little toggle menu here, and you go into settings, and then you'll see that switch starship view. There's a lot of other stuff there too. But pretty sweet, huh? Alright, so it says seek answers among the stars. So let's get off this planet. You got a booster on your craft. So we'll just have to remember where we were. The only thing I don't like, it doesn't have a free camera, the best I know. So we'll just have to remember where we started. Should be telling us where to go here soon. Okay, it's gonna show us the space station. So this is, like I said, tutorial mode. Oh, got an incoming message. So you go back to that same menu. You click on this. Incoming message. Please identify yourself. I am... And see how the words are jumbled? The KZZTK. As you learn the lesson, as you learn the language... I'm sorry, I cannot talk tonight. more and more of that will become, you know, readable, and it'll be easier for you to figure stuff out. Until then, you're just kind of guessing. Let's keep listening. We'll listen. Okay. Okay. Appears to be a set of planetary coordinates. Input coordinates.
Alert. Navigational data received.
Okay. Alright, so we're going to check that place out next, but let's go to the... Get my... See, I don't like how the pitch and roll are set up on the controllers. You can change it, but honestly, I'm just dealing with it. So once you get lined up with a target... I'm embarrassed. Okay, once you get lined up with a target on the keyboard and mouse, I'm not sure what button it is on the controller, you can hit spacebar, which is like your interplanetary warp. There's like 3 different forms of like warp speed in this game. There's the little boost, which I used earlier. Then there's this. I like this because otherwise it takes you a long time. See, it's going to take us a minute to arrive there, even in boost mode. And to get out of boost mode, let's say you see something you want to stop, you just hit your brakes, whatever you're using for reverse thrust. So we're just going to ride this out for a minute. We'll at least get to the space station. I'll show you how the space stations work before we get through this episode. So we got a couple things done. We did some scanning on that planet. I want to go back to that planet. I want to complete one planet at a time, because you can start hyper jumping systems. Right now we're kind of in this star system, and you use this form of travel. You can use if you just want to do a little burst, you know, just to get... I'll show you once we get close to the space station. Then on the controller, I don't want to give you the controls because everybody lays theirs out differently. But once you start playing, you'll kind of see which is what. And your ship can get damaged, and you will get jumped by space pirates, you know, so practice shooting stuff. Those asteroids there... Ooh, we almost entered the planet atmosphere. When you enter an atmosphere of a planet, don't worry, you're not going to crash right into the planet. I don't know about this space station thing. See, it jumps us out of warp drive or whatever. So we're going to immediately throw the brakes on here. Alright. So you have different kinds of boost. Okay, so first you have this one here. And that's like when you're close to stuff. It kind of just gets you moving. And you got your regular speed, just like that. So you got proton cannons, and you got missiles too. I don't know how to switch on the controller. I don't know what button it is. Okay. But see, like ours, you can install more and more and open up more of these slots, but we have rocket pods. A to activate. Well, how do we switch to them? Oh, okay, right stick to switch. Unless to dismantle. Yeah, see, I'm still learning the controls myself. Well, anyway, so you got that form. Then you have the one we just used, which is rechargeable. You have to... Some of these you have to watch because you have to recharge them. Actually, I'm sorry. All of them you have to recharge. I'm being stupid. So we just used up most of our pulse engine. And to charge that up, we need trillium. I hope I'm saying that right, or pyrite. Trillium can get from asteroids that we just passed, all those asteroids. You get silver, gold, and trillium. So stock up on that because you need that to recharge this pulse engine. For our landing thruster... You either need to build a ship launch fuel, which isn't too bad of a recipe, or uranium. To do ship launch fuel, which I think I have that recipe open, yep. You need that DI hydrogen, which is, we got a buttload of that, and a metal plate, which I think we have one of those. So let's build one of those. Alright, so now let's build us one of these. And I would build as many of these as possible. Because like I said, see, I'm actually going to use this right now. I keep hitting out the menu. That way I don't forget, because you'll be trying to get away from something, you'll go to launch, and then that thing will be empty, and it's like, cannot launch, so you cannot pull off the ground without that being charged up. Or at least have, you know, enough fuel to charge up. And I forget how many launches you get per time, but it's just something to keep an eye out on. Alright, so enough of the jibber-jabbing, let's land at the space station. I'll kind of show you how this works. So we'll play through, you have to play through some of the beginning stuff before you can unlock certain things. And then you'll get side quests. There's a lot of random encounter kind of things, which is pretty sweet. All you have to do is get close to this hole, like we are now, and then see now it automatically took over. The cool thing is, and that I've noticed, is, okay, so we're landed here, other ships will come and go. So it's kind of got that immersive feel. The nice thing is, all you have to do is walk up to a ship and pretend like you're getting into it, and then it opens up a trade menu with whoever the pilot is. So you can buy or sell goods to them. You can also offer them money on their ship. So if a ship shows up here while we're here, which I think I see one flying in right now, see the dot? Then I'll show you how that works. I mean, you won't have enough money to do it in a while, but... And I'm lazy and don't like using the stairs. Alright, so there's two sides of the space stations. And I think, as far as I know, they look real similar to each other on the inside. Ooh, I don't know what the hell that was. Oh yeah, see, so there's a better ship. So we can go down and trade with him, sell stuff that we have. I've never seen that one either. And there's a bunch of different kinds of ships. I just thought I've seen them all. Alright, so on this side, and they're pretty much laid out the same. You got these little side rooms, and that's usually got something going on in there. And sometimes there's a spot, like here, you can see you can get free items. So we got some salt from that plant. And there's always stuff to kind of check out. See? There you go. See, nanite clusters is what you want to load up on, because you use that on the other side to sell. Now, as far as regular cash goes, like we go to this data store here. Yeah, wait for it to boot up. And it says sell items from your inventory. You can buy galactic from the Galactic Trade Network. And prices vary. See, they'll go up and down. So it's got a working market, which is, I think, is pretty awesome. So like if we wanted to sell, let's sell our salt. We don't want our salt. So we'll sell our salt. And we'll sell, what else do we got that we don't want? No, see, that's all we got going on. So we got a microprocessor. I didn't know when we got that. So anyway, that's the stuff there. And then if you want to buy stuff, a lot of times there'll be a recipe, and some of the stuff you can't actually create right away. You have to actually buy it. So like we go here, see they got some technology modules is something, but they're 58 grand a piece. Right now we have $5,000 or 5,000 units. So you can go through and buy stuff too if you need stuff, and it kind of randomizes what's in these lists. So it's a pretty neat little market store. And then you got these people, and they send you on missions occasionally once you unlock them. There's so many different species and stuff. See, there's different. So this side's kind of like the mission and your sales for your stuff. These things here, eventually, you unlock the recipe to be able to teleport between your bases if you have a teleport ring that looks like this. So it's pretty sweet. Even if you're in a totally different system, and let's say you have 4 bases on 4 different planets, and one of them has more uranium than the other, you can actually use these warps to bounce back and forth without having to fly there. So it's a pretty sweet feature. All right, so let's try to get a bunch of stuff done here. We're about out of time. And that ship's already gone. Dang it. I should have went right to that ship. Needless to say, it works just like that store module did that we just used. And I'm sure there'll be another one coming in. Yeah, here comes one. So we'll hurry up and do this side, and then we'll try to catch another ship. Because they don't stay very long. They come in, do their business, and leave. Always check tables, too. So you got 12 nanite clusters, and that should have gave us... I think it would have. No. Sometimes it gives you those navigation things. Alright, so you got here, usually you got like a mission room. Oh, another one of those encrypted navigation data. Yeah, so there's all kinds of little things to check. You just look on all the desks and stuff whenever you're in a space station. Are they going to give us a second one? I thought maybe they'd give us another one. No. And then sometimes there's rooms, I don't know if this is one of them, where you need Atlas passes to go in. It's just got extra stuff. So, but we'll get to Atlas pass. We're ways away from getting an Atlas pass. But it is very... It's not super hard to obtain it. So anyway, so this side is like the store side. So you got here, you got the weapons vendor, and he also sells like your tool. That's like our little multi-purpose tool that we were mining with and stuff. And see, if you look at that one compared to ours, even though we don't have enough to buy it, see compare. Yeah, they want $1.1 million for that. So if we look at that, all right, we compare it to. Okay, so that's our tool now. See, we got 2 extra slots we can have, and you're automatically going to have this analyzing visor and your scanner and your mining beam, which are your go-to have to have. Eventually we'll get that terrain manipulation, and we'll get to that later too. And then this is a weapon I've never seen before, but see, it has all those extra slots, and you can update how fast they work, you know, how much power draw, because see how fast our gun overheated. I can't show you here because you can't activate your weapons obviously on the ship. Next person over, and you can sell stuff and buy stuff from them using those nanite. So there's different forms of currency, and it's a little confusing at first. Now this person sells like ship parts to upgrade your ship, and then this person here sells ground vehicles, which I haven't even got involved with yet, so I won't even know how that works, but we'll learn that together. And this guy here, this is what I like, is you can upgrade your exosuit. So you can put more slots in it, and you can choose where to do it. So let's say technology, so you can add an extra slot of technology for 1,000. You only get one per shot, and then he also sells the parts to add to it, and I'll show you those too. So if we don't have enough nanites to do anything, but I want to get this all out of the way, so the next episode we're just playing. So you can get blueprints. We see we don't have enough. But you can get, this gives you a plus 20% to your hazard protection, so the drain is lower. Hazmat gauntlet is for that little, what do you want to call it, a little round kind of space looking piece of junk that we fixed, that we got navigation data out of. Some of them have protection in them, and that's kind of like wearing like a special gauntlet thing. And we'll unlock that all eventually, but right now we only have 61 nanites. This is pretty cool here, and we'll use this right now, is it's in your appearance modifier. So you can choose your race, which is super duper awesome. I'm not going to go through them because I like this race. You can choose your body shape, so you can make yourself kind of chunky or really skinny, or you can change your head. You can do all that. You can change your torso, your armor, your gloves, your legs, your boots, and color it to you. I thought there was a way to do. I thought there was a randomized one. I think that's what I did last time. Let's try our helmet type. Let's see what kind of different helmets they get. Ooh, that's different. That's cute. We want something kind of cool though. What do we got? That one. See, that one looks like space engineers. What do we see here? Oh, that's kind of. Yeah, I like that one. And let's make it white. Nice. So we'll hurry up and we'll go to torso and torso style. Oh, I like that one too. So we're gonna go white with that too, and we'll go black with our centerpiece. Oh, I don't know which is which. All right, we'll go black there. Markings. I don't see that. Okay, we'll just add another color here. We'll go white with that too. Yeah, because I kind of like that. All right, we're gonna go to our armor. Oh, that's why I couldn't paint that. We're gonna make that black. Nice. We'll accent with white. Cool. Okay, so we got gloves. You can see you got a few options. I think more might open up later, but don't quote me, because like I said, I don't know that either. All right, we're just gonna go white and white. Why is that thing green? Well, anyway, all right. Same with our legs. I'm not even gonna mess with that. Let's see what else we got here. Ew. Oh, that's horrid. Sorry if you like that one. I'm going to do that one. We'll do number 3 on the markings. And then we'll do white. 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 We'll make that black. We'll make that one black. Yeah, there we go. That looks good. All right, let's get to our boots. We're not going to mess around. I kind of like those boots, so we'll just go black with them. Black on black. Or actually, let's see what. Yeah, white on the heel. No, we'll go black on the heel, white over here. Sorry, I can't make up my mind. Ooh, no, that's horrible. No. We're not leaving. All right, let's switch that around. White here, black there. Yeah, that's good enough. And then our backpack, same thing. And is there different styles of backpack? No, that really doesn't change your backpack much. All right, so we'll do that. And white, and black, and white. All right, good enough. All right, so now we're done. So now we're gonna do it. Yes, we want to save the changes. So anyway, it's there. So now a little individuality. All right, so that's pretty much it right here. And every system's got a space station that you can go to. And sorry, we missed the incoming ship again, but we're just about out of time. So, in the next episode, we're gonna go to that planetary coordinates and figure out what's going on. So we will see you in the next episode.